Okay, I'm back with a serious face. I'm sorry, guys, with that last video. My mind just wandered. But I'm sorry. We're going to start it off with please like, comment, and definitely subscribe to your girl. Help me grow the channel. Help me grow the channel. I wasn't even going to come in today because I had a rough day. But God's like, do what you got to do. I got this. Ooh. Fire. Fire. When he's telling you not to worry, he got this, he got this. You know, and you can never put your trust into a human being because they could always go to the left, go to the right on you, and then you have to pick up the pieces. You do. We're going to leave it at that. All right, so narcs want their children to be their lifetime supply. Their lifetime supply, and they want their children or child, it doesn't matter, one or two or more, to be a failure and to depend on them, especially these successful narcs, because they don't allow the child to grow into their own identity, to decide what they really want to do. They groom them. They actually groom their own children with these toxic narc traits. And just like the other video that I talked about the other day, where a narc can cause you to have narc traits or turn you into a narc. So if the other parent got abused so bad by the narc that they can't do nothing for the child, the one parent gets the child or the children, and they raise them to be failures. But if it's more than one child out of all of them, maybe the one be like, nah. They woke up and smelled the bacon. They woke up and drunk the coffee. And the weaker children stick with the narc, especially if they are successful. And the narc won't spoil them, won't give them anything they want. They will breadcrumb their own child just to keep them there. Like, they know the child is not going to keep a job. They don't encourage them to keep a job. They don't encourage them to do anything. So the children or the child, they're just like, okay, when ma or pa, croak, we're going to get the benefits or whatever. But they cannot bank on that. They can never bank on that because, like I said, in the other video, they will actually leave their children nothing. I heard of so many narcs that had whole families, and they thought that maybe this would get them into heaven, but they left all their money to a charity or a animal rescue or whatever. They didn't leave the family members anything. Or these old narcs that, last supply was a younger person and they was like literally on their deathbed, and that person made them feel some type of good. So they left all their money to the trick. I'm saying it. So these children of narcs, they can't feel like they're secure because they never know what the narc is going to do. But they're the lifetime supply for the narc because narcs always ruin every relationship they have. And narcs don't definitely need a relationship to abuse, because, a lot of them, they are very nasty, promiscuous, and sexual. But they can get that on a damn app, just like I just said. They can get that on a damn app. They don't have to have a relationship to get sex. And some of them don't even want to go that far. They please them damn selves. They please them damn selves. They only use sex to trap someone, but they don't really want to do that. They rather go to their porn, and they rather do what they do, and or go to the same sex or whatever. But the child can be a lifetime supply for them because maybe they're not as sick as the person that made them a narc, that did excuse me, some incest ass thing to them. which caused them to be a narc. No, the narc may not be that far with it, but they need this child to be the life, or the children to be the lifetime supply. And they abuse them. They abuse them, yelling and screaming and hollering every damn day, calling them all type of lazies and this and that. But this is how they groom them. And then let's just say that the child be like, okay, well, you're saying that I'm lazy, I'm this, I'm that. And they might even go out and try to get a job. And the narc will be mad about that. The narc will be mad about that. But because they never had no skills, they don't keep the job. And then they're back at home, got fired, and narc like, I told you, you're gonna be nothing. Just digging them down, tearing them down, even more and more and more, so they can depend on the narc. But it gets to the point where some of these children or kids of the narcs, they just don't give a damn. They can sit in their room for 24 hours, sleeping 1 hour. Excuse me. Out of the 24, playing a video game on the computer, social media, modeling, trying to get attention from anybody on date sites, trying to get whatever. But they're just a part of the narc. They are. They're learning from the narc to do whatever it is that they're doing. So they're going to repeat whatever it is that the narc is doing if they're not the strong child. Narcs groom their children to be failures because they don't want them to be better than them. They don't want them to be better than them. And then what they would do, oh my God. What they would do, forgive me, Lord. What they would do, they would blame it on the other parent why the child is like the child is. They sure will. Well, she only like this because of her daddy. He only like this because of his mama. Yeah. They didn't get any traits from me. The hell they didn't. They don't want their kids to get nowhere. Parents that love their children, we always want our children to be better than we are. We want them to have the best life ever. And if we have anything to leave them, any inheritance or policies or whatever, we want to leave them the most that we can so that they can live their life the best way that they can, because we're gone. But not a knock. They want their children to suffer. They want their children to carry on the legacy. And if the narc have a child that they know that's going to carry on the narc legacy, now that's the golden child. That's the child that's going to be treated like gold. The yellow brick road. Walking on the gold road. Because they know that child is identical to them. I think I just went through all that. It wasn't really much I wrote down, but I really wanted to talk about that. Like when the narc don't need supply, because a lot of people think they need supply for this and that. Supply is supply. Now, if they can have a relationship, they already know that that's going to end. So the reason why they focus on the child is because the child ain't a relationship, and the child will always be there. So, getting in one relationship, out the relationship, in and out to the point where they old as hell and nobody else is there left except for the child. People tend to think of that, and I actually thought this, that a narc always had to have somebody because their sexual perversion and excuse me, they always needed a body there or somebody to have for everyday sexual pleasures. But when you've been with a real narc, they don't even want to do all that. That's too much work for them. Because if they're having sex with you, they have to put in some work for you. And half the time they don't do that. They don't do that, and the other person may complain like, damn, every time we get to this part, it's 1, 2, 3, and you roll over and go to sleep, or get on your phone or walk out the room or whatever, and that other person gets tired of that, where they get to the point that they're just trying to satisfy themselves, and they're thinking like, well, if I got to just do this, I might as well be by my damn self. So that person don't even stay. Narcs do not need you for sex. They got way more avenues to accommodate that sector in their lives. They got way more avenues, but they always have to have somebody there to abuse. Tonight's topic was supposed to be about, let me just do it real quick. The devil uses narcs to make the narc and you alone. To live alone, to not, look for love, to not get married, to not look for a spouse, to give up on humanity, to give up on people, to give up on love, because it's more of them out there. And what they do is, the devil already know the narc can never hold a relationship, so they just got to keep starting over. But when a narc get with you and you're not a narc, you just don't trust anything. You don't trust anyone. And then if any little slight of a red flag come up, you dismiss it. You're done. You're not even trying. But the devil wants us all to be alone. Trying to shame God like, yeah, they may be your person, and they might be your child, and they might be your light worker, or your, an empath, but they're going to be alone on my earth. Yeah, because the devil runs earth. Yep. And the devil wants you to think that there's nothing or nobody out there for you other than a narc. Narcs already know that even if they get a good person, they're going to ruin it. And I felt some type of way about this too. Like, damn, why the hell they always got to get the good people and ruin it? So now the good people are not trusting, and we can't find each other. But let me tell y'all the secret. They can't be alone. This is why they set their child up to be a failure. But you are a God's child. You can be alone and be happy alone. There's going to be a lot of people that's alone, never married, and cool with that. But not a narc. They cannot be alone. And once they burn up so many people and burn up so many things, that they have to go to their child. That's why they will always be like, yeah, you my baby love. You my queen. You my king. We going to have a family together. Because they already know they're going to lose you. But they can never lose the child. And they're going to try their best to snatch the child away from you. Especially if you are the good parent. That's what the devil is trying to do. Divide us. Make women hate men. Make men hate women. And make everybody want to be a woman over there. And I am not trying to insult anyone. But it seems like everybody want to be a woman. So there's not going to be any procreation. And when they do that, it's just like the devil is trying to eliminate us women. Because you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that. All the videos I watch, I don't ever see videos. Now, don't get me wrong. I do see videos with, people in that community that's female that wants to, look like a male, act like a male, but not like them. The females are not trying to take over, not like them. So it gets to the point like, okay, where do we stand? Because if anybody can build a bear like they build a woman, women is just going to be extinct like the damn dinosaurs. They don't want women here. Narcs don't give a damn if you are a woman or if you are a male or this or that. They would take the one that's a Build-A-Bear. And it works for them. But the real woman or the real man, but like I said, I have not seen any videos out there about the women, portraying a man. They got way more men wanting to be us, and I am not trying to offend anybody. And the narcs, they use women to hold up the mask, because they want that too. And that's the reason why a lot of men be like, I'm gonna do this, because women got it easy and they don't even want them, they want us. I ain't mad at them. If y'all know what they want and y'all go for that, I'm not mad at y'all. At least y'all keeping it real. At least y'all keeping it real. But at the end of the day, the devil wants us all to be alone, because they already know the narc is going to ruin every damn thing that they encounter. But also try to scare us not to trust and want to have a relationship or anything with anybody, because the devil is trying to make us think that everybody out there is his child. But there's so many of us that's God's squad. God got many kids out there, and the devil's trying to take them out, confuse them, infiltrate them, and shut it down to the point where we just like, well, I'm either going to join the team or I'm going to be alone. God don't want neither one of that. No, he don't. He don't want you to be alone, and he damn sure don't want you to join the team. God don't want neither one of that. But the devil is on full effect. This is why I say we are at the end times. You better pick quick. And I ain't talking about a lottery ticket. You better pick quick on what team you own. Because this is a wrap. It's done. It's done. I am at the point, I'm ready for him. I can't wait till God comes back. Whether he comes back while I'm living, or whether he comes back when I'm gone. I'm just done. A lot of people are done trying to follow these nasty satanic ass rules. Everything changing. Prices this, prices that. Home this, home that. Homeless this, homeless that. That it gets to the point that, you can't survive. And now the new world order, where they want everybody to sit there and stamp 666 on their damn forehead, or you can't do this, you can't do that. It doesn't even really matter. Before they get so deep into that, God will come back and snatch us all up in the rapture. So let that be said, rapture. Because when he comes back, and y'all could think we all cray when we talk about this, it doesn't even really matter. But when he comes back with the rapture, make sure that you God's squad. Otherwise, you already living in your hell. You already living in your hell. And it's going to get worse. So with that being said, I just tied two different things in this video. But I guarantee you, I made sense. And if I didn't, y'all, me and Self gotta, go back and do a second video, because Self went, be doing too much, and sometimes just take over my mouth, and Self be like, be blessed. Leave a comment. Definitely subscribe to your girl, and hit that like. But if you got any questions or any video requests, hit your girl up. Cause the devil is not gonna hold me down. I can't even say it. But know this one thing. When the heat is on, God got your back. Be blessed. Be blessed. Bless. Good night, guys.